Welcome to the Ship Types tutorial. This tutorial will demonstrate the universal ship types of known space and the ways they stack up against each other. First up is the Scout type. These ships are fast and have a large sensor range. They are weak against larger warships, but they are also cheap, can be built quickly, and can be dangerous in groups, or against unarmed construction ships and mining freighters. Scouts can be ordered to explore the map using their orders menu or the E hotkey. In addition, scouts function as mobile cloak detectors and as spotters for artillery ships. Move your Saber-class scout closer to your artillery ship so it can use the scout's extended sensor range to destroy the enemy station.
Reroute power to weapons.
Unable to comply.
The destroyer is a light warship. Note that the Dominion does not employ destroyers. Destroyers are quite weak against capital ships, namely battleships and dreadnoughts. Destroyers are, however, cost-efficient against some similarly sized opponents, namely scouts, artillery ships, and berserkers. Note that being cost-efficient against an opponent does not always mean a ship will win a one-on-one fight. Just that, per unit of dilithium and tritanium spent, the ship is effective against this particular type of opponent. For example, a Defiant-class berserker beats a Norway-class destroyer one-on-one, but it costs twice as much to build, and a group of Defiants will lose to a group of Norways twice the size. Cruisers are medium warships. Cruisers are well-balanced and do not have exceptional weaknesses or strengths versus other ship types. When in doubt about what to build cruisers. Artillery ships are glass cannons. They cost as much as a cruiser, but only have the shield strength of a destroyer. They are relatively vulnerable against other ships, even destroyers. They excel against stations, but can damage ships that are caught off guard. It is advised to always keep your own ships moving when fighting against artillery ships. Note that with artillery ships, friendly fire is possible. Artillery ships are most useful for taking out starbases and base defense platforms from a safe distance. Berserkers have the same shield strength as cruisers. However, they are more expensive and have smaller crews, but are also much more effective against large targets, namely support ships, battleships, dreadnoughts, and stations. Against battleships, they are even cost-effective, although they are not cost-effective against cruisers or destroyers. If you have plenty of resources and have already built the maximum amount of battleships and dreadnoughts, it is generally a good idea to build many berserkers, like you would otherwise mass-produce cruisers. Support ships have the same shield strength and base firepower as cruisers. However, they are more expensive. To make up for their cost, they are equipped with 3 special weapons. 2 of these weapons are faction-specific. The third is universal. This so-called Fleet ECM optimizer makes a percentage of enemy weapons miss nearby friendly ships, including the support ship itself. A single support ship can tip the balance of a battle. This is why it is generally advised to destroy enemy support ships first. Note that all 3 of the special weapons compete for the same pool of special energy. You can cycle a support ship through the different special weapons loadouts, so only the one you prefer will be used by the ship. Battleships are very powerful warships. They are particularly strong against destroyers and stations. However, they are relatively vulnerable against berserkers, and only 10 battleships can be maintained at any given time. If you have the resources, it is advised to build all 10, as such a fleet represents an immense concentration of force. Since they are also highly survivable, you will save resources in the long run as well. Dreadnoughts are the ultimate warships. Although nominally vulnerable to berserkers, they dominate any battle space they enter. The number of dreadnoughts that can be maintained at the same time is faction-specific. This is because some dreadnoughts are larger and more powerful than others. Similar to support ships, all dreadnoughts are equipped with a fleet-enhancing special weapon. This so-called fleet coordination enhances the firepower of all nearby friendly ships, including the dreadnought itself. For all these reasons, dreadnoughts are well worth their high resource cost. Now that you have a basic understanding of ship types and their interactions, this tutorial is concluded, and you are ready to continue learning in a real battle space.